Let's say The Godfather is being re-released in your local cinema. You've probably seen the movie a million times. You believe it's one of the greatest films ever made. If you don't believe that, then you don't know what you're talking about, but that's a different story. So you go see The Godfather. You know that Sonny gets whacked at the toll booth. You know that Michael Corleone gets slapped around by McCluskey. He ends up shooting Salazzo and McCluskey. He takes over the family. Vito Corleone dies. Michael kills the heads of the five family, then lies to his wife about him. Then they have Godfather Part 2. Let's say you go see a Broadway musical like Phantom of the Opera. You know, the Phantom teaches Christine how to sing, takes her down to his lair in the basement of the Paris Opera House. He falls in love with her. She's not really into him. She likes this guy named Raoul. Raoul gets tied up by the Phantom. He's going to kill him unless she falls in love with him. He has a change of heart, lets them both go. They live happily ever after. He sits into his chair and disappears, except if you read the book, in which case the Phantom really dies. Let's say you go see professional wrestling. You go into professional wrestling knowing it's fixed, and you don't really care how it turns out. But if you see a pro football game, pro basketball game, hockey game, baseball game, you have an expectation that the games are being played on the level. And that's the important point here. So let's talk about Jameis Winston, the quarterback from Florida State, who, according to TMZ, is being investigated by the NCAA for some kind of point-shaving episode. Now, I'm not going to talk about that specific incident because I haven't done the reporting, but I will talk big picture here. And the big picture, again, is if you buy a ticket to a sporting event, you have an expectation the games are being played on the level. There's a reason Shoeless Joe Jackson, long after the 1919 World Series was fixed, still isn't in the Hall of Fame. There's a reason that Pete Rose, who bet on baseball games during his years as manager of the Cincinnati Reds, still isn't allowed into the Hall of Fame. And there's a reason why Jameis Winston, if any of this is true, shouldn't be allowed to play pro football. If you want to talk about Adrian Peterson and Ray Rice, if indeed they paid their debt to society and they want to come back and play in the NFL, then God bless them. Let them go back and play in the NFL. But point shaving, betting on baseball games, betting on football games, these are problems that can't be adjudicated and they can't be forgiven. You buy a ticket to a sporting event, you have an expectation the game is being played on the level. If it's not, then we lose pro sports. For the Herald Press Box in Davis Square in Somerville with videographer Bob Grime, this is Steve Buckley.